Hello students, welcome to all of you Shiksha 360 basically CAP classes. So basically today is basically we will conducting a session basically in that basically we will discuss the memory based question. Here memory based question. Here memory based question basically which have asked in the AB exam. Clear? Basically this is session on ABM exam basically memory based question. Basically we will conducting continuously session clear in the upcoming days. Basically every week basically we will discuss 8 to 10 questions clear in this session basically that are totally memory based questions basically which have asked in the examination clear. So let's start our session with that. Basically today basically we will discuss the memory based question clear. Basically this series is regarding to the memory based questions basically of ABM, and that are questions basically belong from which exam basically that held on 30th January 2020 clear, that held on 30th January 2022 clear basically. And today basically we will discuss 8 questions clear. Today basically we will discuss 8 questions clear. In the upcoming session basically we will discuss 10 to 12 question or 8 questions clear, depend upon question to question clear. Basically we will discuss case studies also clear which will be asked in examination clear, and all are basically memory based questions basically which will be provided by our students basically when they are giving the examination clear, after the examination clear. So let's start our discussion. This is basically part 1, and I request to all of you please subscribe our YouTube channel basically for all the updates Shiksha 360, and please join our Telegram group CAIAB22 basically for all updates clear. Basically we are only the institute basically which will be provided Zoom classes, live sessions clear, PPT, PDF, handwritten notes basically as per the requirement, MCQs, case studies, and numericals clear, recorded sessions clear, and there is not any condition on the validity clear. Once you have to pay, you have to watch sessions clear till you clear the exam clear. And basically like previous year questions basically that are memory based questions clear. You can say that memory based questions. So let's start our session, and I request all of you please participate. Basically when we discuss these questions clear, or when we are attempting the examination of ABM, basically you will see one thing basically from the last 2 to 3 years basically we know that basically there are 4 modules clear, and students are not much focusing on the module C, or they are not able to find clear any, we can say that not do take much interest basically in the module C, but that module is the most scoring module clear, most scoring module. And today basically when we will discuss some questions, you will be able to understand that like we have already covered chapter number 20, 22, 23 clear. You will be able to understand that many questions basically directly asked from this chapter clear. So let's start our discussion, and will help you to see basically how the questions are framed in the examination basically, and start our session. So basically first question in Johari window clear, basically every year clear basically they will ask question clear, either they will ask 3 or 5 based question case study, or this year basically they have asked 1 mark question clear basically from the Johari window clear. In the Johari window clear, basically in the Johari window the area that is basically known to others but not to the self clear, basically in the Johari window basically the area that is not known to others clear, that is known to others but not to the self clear, but not to the self clear. Basically this is under chapter number basically from chapter number 21 and page number 297 clear, very very important clear. So basically we will discuss in detail basically what is the Johari window. We will draw one table, this one. From that you are able to answer the question clear. This block is known to self, this is not known to self. You have already one case study uploaded on that, you can go through that also clear, you can go through that also, that is available in the ABM group. So that is known to others. This one is not known to others clear, not known to others. So known to self, that is arena, that is basically known to self, person or himself know and other also know. Basically not known to self but other knows clear, that is blind. Person is not able to see but others are going to see that thing, that is blind clear. Not known to self but known to others. Third one is basically not known to others but known to self, that is closed, we can say that like secret. Fourth one is basically not known to self and not known to others clear, basically we can say that dark. So basically here what they are basically the area known to others clear, that is the area known to others from this line but not to the self clear, but not to the self clear. So basically this one. that is blind. Clear? That is blind. So this is the answer. Clear? This is the answer. Clear? So basically from this, they can ask any type of question. You just have to remember this box. Clear? You just have to remember this box and try to answer the question on the basis of that. Clear? And try to answer the question on the basis of that. Clear? Now move to the question number 2. Clear? Now move to the question number 2. Very, very important. Clear? That is basically this question is from the module B. Clear? From the module B. Clear? Basically students who are basically doing work in the advanced section. Clear? Basically in the advanced section of your branches, they are able to know basically this type of question or this type of concept very well. Clear? Basically this question is asked in the first sheet. Clear? Take out finance. Clear? Basically take out finance, it is relevant to. Clear? Take out finance, basically it is relevant to. It is basically relevant to the working credit, capital credit facilities. Second one is the short term loan. Third one is the basically long term loan, or fourth one is the composite loan. Clear? Take out finance, basically it is relevant to the long term loan. Clear? It is relevant to the long term loan. Clear? Basically in this chapter. Clear? This is basically from the chapter basically from the chapter number 28. There are one important concept, that is ratios. Clear? Basically in that there are ratios. Clear? That are very, very important. Clear? That are very, very important for the examination point of view. Clear? Basically from these chapters and from next chapter. Clear? Basically we have to discuss the ratios also. Clear? And that are basically important for the examination point of view. Clear? Chapter number 28, 29. Clear? Basically this line you will find out in the chapter number 29. Clear? Chapter number 29, basically on page number 470. Clear? Take out finance. Clear? Basically take out financing. Clear? We have to discuss also the ratios. Clear? Very, very important for the examination point of view. And this year also basically they have asked 1 5-mark case study in the ABM. Clear? Basically in the 11-15 shift. Clear? In the 11-15 shift. Clear? We have to discuss that case study basically when we will discuss that topic in the session. Clear? In the class. Clear? Third question, basically laissez-faire economy. Clear? This question is we have already discussed in the class, and already chapter number 1 videos are uploaded and live sessions are already conducted. And this point we have already discussed. Clear? Basically this question is asked in the examination. Clear? Regarding the laissez-faire economy. Clear? Basically there are 2 questions from the chapter number 1. First one is this, and second one basically they are asking the definition of Robbins definition. Clear? Robbins definition. So basically what is the Robbins definition? Clear? According to the Robbins definition, basically what is economics? Economics is a science. Clear? Economics is a science. According to the Robbins definition, basically economics is a science which deals. Clear? Basically which deals or which studies. Clear? Or which deals or which studies human behavior. Clear? Basically which studies or deals human behavior as a relationship. Clear? As a relationship between ants and scarce. Clear? Basically what it means, that basically which means that alternative uses. Clear? Basically which have alternative uses. Clear? So you just have to remember. Clear? So Robbins definition is related to the scarcity definition. Clear? Basically this point they have asked, basically Robbins definition is related to the basically scarcity definition. Clear? Because there are definition given by the Adam Smith or Alfred Marshall. Clear? And Robbins definition. Clear? 3 definition. So basically definition given by the Robbins, Lionel Robbins, basically is the scarcity definition. Clear? This is one of the questions they have asked. And second question, that is laissez-faire economy. Clear? Laissez-faire economy. Both these questions are already discussed in the class. Clear? 40 questions provided to you of chapter number 1 in the Telegram group. You have to go through all the questions after going through the video and going through the slides. Clear? So basically laissez-faire economy. Clear? Laissez-faire economy. Basically this question is also from the chapter number 1. So basically this is the extreme case of market economy, extreme case of command economy, extreme case of mixed economy, or none of these. Clear? Or none of these. Clear? Basically it is the extreme case of the market economy. Clear? This question is directly asked from the book. Clear? Directly asked from the book. This is also mentioned under the check your progress. Clear? Basically of chapter number 1. Clear? So you just basically like chapter number 1 is very easy. Chapter number 5, that are basically 2 to 3 pages chapter. Clear? So you go through these chapters properly and try to gain marks. Clear? Like 2 marks question, basically 2 questions from the chapter number 1 already asked in the examination, and 2 questions from the chapter number 5. Clear? If you go through the chapters properly or go through the videos properly and after that attempting the MCQs, you will be able to answer these questions very easily. Clear? You will be able to answer these questions very easily. Clear? Now move to the question number 4. Clear? Now move to the question number 4. IRAC full form. Clear? IRAC basically full form asked in the examination. So that is straightforward question. That is income recognition. Income recognition. REC. Recognition and asset classification. Clear? And asset classification. Clear? And what will happen basically this year? We can say that 70 to 80% paper is theoretical paper. Clear? Is theory based paper. Clear? Like if they are asked case study. Clear? In the case study also, like we can say that like sampling based case study or probability distribution based case study, basically they have asked. In that also basically they will ask directly straightforward formulas in the examination. Clear? Like we can say there are 5 questions. So basically 3 questions we can say that on the calculation based, and 2 questions basically directly formula. Directly they have asked the formula. Clear? Basically which formula basically we have to implement here. Clear? So you just have to go through the revision of the formulas properly and understand the concept. Clear? Definitely you will get the answer. Clear? No need to worry. Clear? Just watch the sessions properly or go through the PDF basically which will be provided to you chapter wise, and practice the MCQs. Clear? You will be able to understand like question number 5. Clear? Which is said to be the beginning stage of career. Clear? Directly straightforward question from module C. Clear? Module C is very easy. So basically which is said to be the beginning stage of the career. Clear? This question I've already asked in examination. Clear? In the first shift, that is apprentice. Clear? That is apprentice. Okay, question number 6. This question basically we have already covered under the chapter number 23, part 1. Clear? Just watch the video and you will be able to find out that this point we have already discussed, and at that time I also tell you basically this is the question they have asked in the examination. Clear? This is the question basically they have asked in the examination. Clear? Basically employees feedback. Clear? Employees feedback is gathered through feedback at the staff training sessions, conducting regular climate surveys, calling feedback through the notice on the net, and redressal mechanism. So please tell fast in the comment section what is the answer. The correct answer is option number B. Clear? Conducting regular climate surveys. Clear? Conducting regular climate surveys. Clear? This is the answer. And this is basically we have already discussed under the chapter number 23, part 1. You can go through the slides also available in the group. Clear? Properly. Like question number 7. Clear? We have already discussed this question also. Clear? Which of the following is the definition of living wages? Clear? Basically this question they have asked it in the 3rd shift. Clear? 3rd shift. We can say that that is 2 p.m. shift. Clear? These are basically all the memory based questions basically which will be provided by our students. Clear? Basically which of the following is the definition of living wages? Clear? Basically living wages. Clear? Basically we have already discussed under that is compensation theories. Clear? That is compensation theories. That is basically when we are doing any work, basically we will demand compensation. Clear? So that are under the compensation theories. Clear? Under basically page number 350 and chapter number 23, part 4 uploaded in the group. You can go through that video also for understanding this concept. Clear? Basically we have discussed the 4 wages under that. First one is the minimum wage. Second one is the living wage. Third one here basically the fair wages. And 4th one is the need-based minimum wages. Clear? Need-based minimum wages. Clear? So basically they have asked the definition. Clear? Which of the following is the definition of minimum wages? Basically it considers the aspect of. Clear? Basically it considers the aspect of satisfaction. Clear? Basically what? Satisfaction of social needs. Clear? Basically it considers the aspect of satisfaction of social needs and insurance coverage. Clear? And insurance coverage. Clear? If you are just remembering this thing, you will be get 1 mark in the examination. Clear? So that's why I'm going to tell you, please focus on module C. Clear? Chapter number 20 till now, chapter number 22, chapter number 23, we have already discussed till now. Clear? MCQs of this chapter already provided. This chapter is already provided. Clear? And this chapter basically will be provided after the completion. Clear? And from this chapter, we will provide you 2 case studies also, so that you can go through properly videos and PDF that definitely help you in the examination. Clear? Directly they will ask straightforward questions. Clear? That's why basically we are covering point by point from the book so that you are not able to left any point. Clear? Now move to the last question of our today's session. Which of the following is not an element of total rewards? Clear? Which of the following is not an element of total rewards? Clear? Basically, this type of question basically they have asked every year. Clear? And this year basically they have asked this question also in the third shift. Clear? Basically, first of all, I will tell you basically there are how many elements. Clear? Basically, there are how many elements. I am not remembering the year. Basically, in one year, basically they have also asked this question. Basically, how many elements are there in the total reward system? Clear? In the total reward system. Clear? Basically, we have already discussed that is there are total 6 elements. Clear? Basically, there are total 6 elements in the total reward system. Clear? 6 elements in the total reward system. Clear? So here basically they are asking which of the following is not the element of total reward. Clear? So compensation, benefits, performance management, and identity. Clear? Compensation, it is the one of the element. Benefit is also the element. Performance management is also the element. Clear? Identity is not the element under the total reward system. Clear? So what are the other 3 elements? Basically, first one is the compensation, second one is the benefit, third one is the performance management, fourth one we can say that the recognition. We have discussed this concept in the form of story. Clear? In the class. Clear? In the form of story, so that basically we have able to remember properly. Clear? Fourth one is the recognition, fifth one is the work-life effectiveness. And last one is the talent development. Clear? Last one is the talent development. Clear? Hope it is clear to all of you basically what we have discussed in this short session. Clear? Basically we have discussed 8 questions, and you can see that basically questions basically from like module B. Clear? Module B is basically numerical module. Clear? We can say that module B is a numerical module, but some numericals are very easy. Clear? Which they have asked in an examination. Clear? We will discuss the numericals in the next session. Clear? Basically in the next week basically we have take one more session. Clear? On the Sunday. In that basically we will discuss the numericals which they have asked in the examination. Clear? Which they have asked in the examination. Clear? We will discuss one case study, basically case study on SMA asked in the examination. Very easy case study. Clear? We will discuss that case study in the next session, and we will discuss chapter number 11 question. Sorry, chapter number 12, that is time value of money. Clear? Time value of money. Clear? In that basically one question they have asked on the console bond. Clear? Same question is present in the book. Clear? Console bond. Same question is present in the book. They just have changed the value of that numerical. Clear? Of that question basically which is present in the book and asked in the examination. Clear? And one question they have also asked on the recurring deposit. Clear? Recurring deposit based numerical. Clear? This numerical is also present in the book, and in the examination basically just they have changed the value. Clear? Just they have changed the value, and this numerical we have already discussed under the chapter number 12. Clear? Last part. Clear? Under the part number 5, both the concepts and numericals have already discussed. Clear? In the next week basically when we will discuss second session of the memory based question, in that session basically we will discuss those questions basically with the numerical values which they have asked in the examination. Clear? So hope it is clear to all of you. Basically these types of questions they have asked in the examination. Clear? So thanks to all of you for watching this session, and I request to all of you, please subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates. Thanks to all of you for watching this video.